Okay, everybody, I am back. I have a spiffy new haircut. I have a new account devoted specifically to my atheistic ramblings. I even have a t-shirt appropriate of the occasion. This time we are going to be talking about a response to a video that a girl named Emily put out. Emily has done an extremely good job of basically disproving a lot of religious theories, using a lot of good quotes, very well spoken, and I decided that I would put up a video in response to one of hers. The one I'm putting up in particular has to deal with not necessarily something she said, but something that was said to her about man unequivocally being able to prove the existence of God because he was in the presence of or had a miracle happen to him. Well, I am here with a little bit of a rebuttal to that statement because I myself have my own experience that more or less completely and utterly will forever negate the existence of God, at least in my eyes. Okay, let me take you back about 5 years. Still a little kid in high school, 16 years old or so. First, just becoming an atheist, just really getting rooted in the idea. I had a friend named Sarah. I'd known her for a long time, since junior high. You know, we'd always gotten along pretty well. She's a very nice girl, had a beautiful voice, and she was an extremely religious person. Me and Sarah in our study hall class used to get in very heated religious debates. I was obviously very against religion and against God, the concept of God, and she was, of course, very for him. But no matter how heated our debate may always have gotten, she was always nice, and she always said, you know, God loves you, this, that, and the other. And she was always a very good person. About 2 years later, we didn't talk much. We never had the same classes, things like that. Just, it's the way it happens, you know, it's high school. Unfortunately, I later regretted that very deeply because she died in a fire. Not just, you know, in the typical way, but in a very horrifying way. There was no smoke detectors in her house. People say that her screams could be heard from the street. So I asked said miracle believers out there to explain that. Explain why somebody who had such a deep following and a deep devotion to God would die such a miserable and painful death. People use religion as a crutch, as a way to hope things go right, and when they don't go right, as a way to explain why things never went right in the first place. I still think I'd have a hard time having anybody try and explain to me why somebody would suffer a fate like that if they loved their God so much. So if God does exist, I don't want any part of him. It's that simple. There's not really much else to say. It's actually not really a subject I've ever really talked about before. But, you know, people can talk about miracles and explaining the unexplained. Well, sometimes things just happen, and bad things happen to good people, and good things happen to bad people. And, you know, everybody looks for an explanation to things, and sometimes there's just no explanation. But that experience, to me, is kind of my reverse miracle that will forever seal the deal and can, you know, at least confirm in my eyes that there's nothing out there. And if there is, like I said, I don't want a piece of it. So that'll about do it for now. I am tired. It is late, and I am going to bed. I hope you enjoyed my little story, and I'm sure I will be voicing my opinion